Hey y'all, this is our recap video for our 8th and final Begintermediate series class. It's been so much fun getting to see you guys every week online. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm gonna miss our meetings, but we're gonna make some things happen soon. So we started off with leg hooping. Oh, actually, we started off with a really awesome chest hooping warm-up. And so let's do it together. We're gonna practice it like we're hooping to the left. So with the hoop in your right hand, you're going to inhale and lift your chest and look up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your arms together and compress your chest forward. Switch hands. So now the hoop's in my left hand, started in the right hand. And then inhale to bring it back. Switch hands. Exhale to bring it forward. Switch hands. Inhale to bring it back. Exhale to bring it forward. So we're practicing that opening and closing of the chest that we're going to use when we chest hoop. And your hands don't have to come all the way together behind you, but you just want to get that chest nice and lifted and then compress as you bring them together. And then we went into our chest hooping. From there, feeling that circular motion. And then we slowly, with control, we worked on getting the hoop all the way down below the thighs. And from here, we're going to practice swiveling the hips to get them back inside your hoop. And whenever you're ready, you can bring it all the way down to your knees. So from the knees, we worked on taking a leg out. So whichever leg is your pushing leg, since I'm pushing to the hooping to the right, I push with my right. Every time I feel the hoop hit that front of the knee, that's the moment when I can seize the moment and go ahead and bring my leg out. So you can count in your head. Now, 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 now. And on one of those nows, you're just going to swiftly, with conviction, pull that leg out. Just like so. Once you're here, la-di-da. You can bring your leg out in front of you. It might be tough to straighten your leg, especially if you're not warmed up. You can bring it out to the side. I use my opposite arm as a counterbalance, or you can reach that leg back. Some people like to find a nice dancer pose here. And so those are some options. And then we worked on bringing the hoop up. So I like to start swirling my pushing leg. So to get the hoop from the knees up, I just send some dramatic swirls on that pushing leg. You can see that I'm lifted up on my toe and my hip is lifting the hoop up. Then it gets to a point where it can't go up anymore with that technique, and that's when you're going to use your tight jean slide. So pulling, lifting up, and then swivel the hips in there. You guys can do it. I believe in you. The next thing that we worked on were thumb switches, and this one is a little tricky, especially to learn here on camera, but it's a really good thing to practice. So we started with, I'm in a tangle. All right, here it is. We started with the hoop in our right hand on a downward current, and we had our left foot forward, our right foot back. So from here, keeping the hoop going, we're going to turn all the way and just swiveling on the feet so that the hoop's on the opposite side of your body. And now we're going to practice hooping around the thumb. So pull your fingers back and put your thumb in. And we can work on this with moving our hands, because this is something we're going to get used to as we add more tech and especially add more hoops. So from here, we're going to practice. Our hoop is going to make a downbeat. And then when it gets to the other side, we're going to put our thumb in. So here we are. Downbeat, thumb, and then you can put your hand in. So we're basically putting it in our thumb to use it as a transition to across our body. Here we are, boop, boop, downswing, thumb, hand in. And what that does is it gives you freedom to turn and move a lot more within your hoop. So the next thing that we worked on were tosses. We had the hoop in a rising current in front of us. And we basically, when the hoop is in a downswing, take the arm right above, gently point your finger where you want the hoop to go. This is such a light toss, it just barely leaves your hands, and then you catch it again. And from here, we caught the hoop and then let it do one beat, go catch it in isolation. We isolated, and then we did a one-handed barrel roll isolation. So keeping the hoop in one place as we turn away from it, like so. And then we also practiced barrel rolling in and out of the hoop. So if I wanted to get into the vertical plane, as I'm turning from my back to the hoop, I bring my head in. Here we are. And if I want to get out of there, grab it, turn out of it, like so. Then we did our one-handed schmear. So for the schmear, you just want to think about your hoops on an axis. So if your hoop was in two hands, it would be folding at the point halfway across the hoop. Since it's only in one hand, it's still going to fold halfway across the hoop, but you are going to just imagine that other hands, they're holding it in place. So with the thumb pointing down, we isolate across, flip it, isolate, flip, flip. And you can watch in a mirror or on a video to see that your hoop stays in the same place as it smears around your body. You can turn with it. And the next thing that we worked on was a nice little pizzazz move that looks like this. You start with your hoop going around the world, and then as it's coming across the front of your body, you're going to reach the pinky side of your hand up to get a little flip as you take it above your head. So we're kind of adding like a little coin spin turn. The next thing that we worked on was reviewing our hand balances. So tossing the hoop just gently enough to catch it on your hand, looking at the top of the hoop. And if it's on your hand, you want it to be across the palm and your middle finger. Keeping that balance there. Then we worked on an actual coin spin from here. So for the coin spin, balance it on your hand, but then use this pad of your finger, the pad of your thumb and your ring finger to push the hoop, and then you want to re-flatten your hand. So you give it a really good push and then re-flatten your hand. And what that does is it's a balance. So the hoop's again spinning on an axis between these 2 points, and this point you're balancing. So the more you practice it, the more spins you can get in. It's a really fun thing to play with. And then we kind of took that concept of both of those last two tricks, the around the world floosh and the palm spin, and we did this really cool finger spin. So as the hoop's coming around you, this time you grab it so that your 2 fingers are around it, because they're going to help you with your spin. So we're here, grab, flip it under, and then use those fingers and thumbs to bring it forward to your elbow. And then on one of the times when it's coming around behind you, you can grab it, come right into your palm spin. And then we worked on a couple like transitionary moves. So we started with our nice vertical isolation, because we all, I think this is probably one of our favorite tricks of the series. And then you extend your arm, at least for me it was. You send your arm to the side, and then you can take both hands to it, and you come into this sort of barrel roll here. And this can be a setup for a lot of things. Say I bring it to this side, I can use it as a setup for a K-roll. And then let's say I just wanted to keep continuing, I could bring it all the way around so the hoop's balancing on my hand and use it as a chest roll. And my chest roll can continue into this too. You could take the hoop down here, switch the grip, and isolate with a ghosting isolation. Once we're at the bottom here, we can step into it, do some flips. We can also come right into our escalator from here. And yeah, there's some transition ideas. I hope your guys' quarantine is going well. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in there and hooping with me. It's been really great to see y'all every week. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions or anything. Thank you so much. Love you.